On September 20th, I sent out this same video. The difference is I called this the one by one. You can make this or this the one by one. The difference is if it's maybe easier for you to see it here. If this is the one by one, that means the trend line, this Gann line, is moving up at a rate of 7.5 points per week. And the doubling effect or the geometric progression of this rally, as explained by W.D. Gann, is that the second leg up should be twice the slope of the first leg up. So instead of 7.5 points per week, it's 15 points. And then you can see when you broke it, you sold off, and then you started the last leg up of the rally, which is a very steep 4 by 1 line, or 30 points per week, which is 4 times the slope of the first leg up. So there's geometry of time and price to this rally, and Gann said that the rally would finish after the third or fourth ascending trend line. So you can argue that, hey, maybe we sell off and we start another rally on an 8 by 1. I seriously doubt it. But even if that were true, you're going to have a whopping correction here after breaking the 4 by 1 for the same reason you had a big sell-off after you broke the 2 by 1. So the point is, each time you break one of these trend lines, you get a pullback. Notice that the second break, the 2 by 1 break, gave you a bigger sell-off than the break of the 1 by 1. And for that reason, we believe the break of the 4 by 1 will give you an even bigger sell-off than you saw from the 2 by 1. So even if you buy the idea that, oh, it's going to recover and rally on an 8 by 1, which would be 60 points per week, I have a hard time with that. But, like Gann said, it could be 3 or 4 trend lines to any rally. So there is a geometric progression. It is a parabolic curve. The rally, the market moves up, not based on any sort of objective view. It's based on buying frenzy. And that's why it goes up, even though it probably isn't justified. People get excited. They want that big, they want to join the rally. And contrary to popular opinion, a lot of people like to buy the top. It feels comfortable because all your friends own it up here. And nobody is going to say anything bearish about the market. I knew we were going to have a correction because I heard all kinds of comments. People were saying, oh, you can't sell tech stocks because it creates a negative situation for paying taxes. You got to pay 40% taxes on your Apple or your Amazon or whatever because, taxes are going up. Well, I just find that, there's always going to be some justification for the rally. And a lot of people will say tech stocks will never come down. It's all baloney, but you can see it here now. I put this out on September 20th, and now you can see what's happening. My clients knew about this back here, and they had plenty of time to get out of harm's way. You're seeing it now, and so there is some advantage to being a client. You see things before it starts to develop. So, 42.95 and plunging. This is a full throttle correction. We're in the month of October. That's generally when things happen. But more importantly, we're not basing our view on an opinion. There is a vested interest in the financial media to tell you that it's all based on opinion. Nobody really knows. Nobody can time the market. How many times do you hear that? Nobody can time the market. And yet, if you sit for just a few seconds and look at this chart and think about the geometry of time and price, you can see it's not based on opinion. It's based on science. You have this geometric progression. When you break that third ascending Gann line, you get a pullback. You can argue about how big it'll be, but I think, like I just said, I think it'll be bigger than this pullback, bigger than this pullback. So, do you want to ride out the storm? Again, there's a vested interest in telling you to buy and hold. That's what a lot of people like to do. And there are some billionaires that are forever telling you to buy and hold. I think it's total nonsense, and you can see that from this chart. But I'm telling you, you're never going to see this on the financial media because they don't want you to sell. They just want you to buy. So, and they don't want you to know that it's based on science. They want you to hear the interviews of rich and powerful and authoritative views from wise men in the markets. They don't want you to look at the science behind the charts because, then they have nothing to say. I mean, think about it. If you're a billionaire and you've made a ton of money in the markets, you want people to listen to your every word. You don't want them to look at a chart and say, oh, I could do this myself. I could look at this and see that there's science behind it. That takes away their fire, right? You just want people to idolize you because you're rich and they're not. Well, this is just the opposite. Anyone can do this. You can look at the market. You can see when it's going to correct based on time and price. That was the genius of W.D. Gann. I like to say W.D. Gann was the greatest genius you've never heard of. Because, again, the market, the financial media have a vested interest in never telling you anything about W.D. Gann. You will not hear a whole lot of talk about W.D. Gann. But if you have a few minutes, just go to the internet and type in W.D. Gann. You'll see some stuff. It will blow you away. So you don't have to just look at my website. I have a website, www.gannanalysis.net. I have a lot of videos there. But, you can look around and see what you can see. A range of people do Gann. And I'm here to tell you, I would like you to learn more about Gann. Not just from me, but just look at the various websites, check it out, buy some books on Gann, see if it doesn't change your mind. You will find a whole lot of information. But again, this is just opening up Pandora's box because everything you've been told about the markets is wrong. You can't time the market. Buy the trend. The trend is your friend. Never try to time the market. You can't pick tops and bottoms. Nobody rings a bell at the top. Blah, 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 blah. But what is this? Somebody just rang a bell at the top. And I have other charts I can show you if you're interested. I'm offering a 3-month trial subscription at a reduced rate. You can try it out for 3 months. See if it doesn't improve your trading and investing. And if you don't like it, that's it. You're limited exposure. You're not spending a lot of money. And if you do like it, I'd like to keep you as a long-term client. I'm not interested in getting clients for 3 months. But I would like you to try it out. That's why I'm offering it on a reduced rate. Because this kind of thing costs people money, a lot more than my service. People who see the market plunging and nobody told them it was going to happen, or if they did tell them, they told them too late. I told you on September 20th. I told clients even before that. So this is predictable. This stuff happens. So come to my website, www.gannanalysis.net. Upper right-hand corner, there's a shop button. You can click on that and pay by PayPal or credit card. Check it out for 3 months. See how you like it. Or if you don't want to spend that much money, you can check it out for 1 month. There's a 1-month option as well. So Hope to see you. Come to my website and look forward to getting to know you. Thanks a lot for your time.